Alright, looks like now we are live, so hello everybody, hoping that everybody's doing well right now. And welcome back to the Hispanic Speedrunning Marathon. I am Fantasma. Diego.
I'm Diego. I'm DiRamz.
Yeah, our good friend Diego, and well, now DiRamz. And well, this is gonna be Kirby's Dream Land, a game that I like to consider as a good introduction to speedrunning, because this is a pretty simple game to complete. It's not a hard game to beat, anyways, and well, at the same time, it's a really simple title that anyone who wanna give it a try to a short game or wanna get started into speedrunning can give that a try to. This is a game that you can complete casually in less than an hour, and based on DiRamz's words, I am a runner who doesn't use advanced strats that has a decent time for stratless runs. But anyway, this is gonna be something interesting. There's a good reason why we run this game, so we're gonna be talking about that during the run. So, well, so ready. So Diego, are you ready to start?
Ready.
Alright, so do you want to make the countdown?
Okay. And let's play in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so let's start with this. So first of all, we're starting at Green Greens. This is the first stage of the game. Usually the first kind of stages you will find on any Kirby game. So this is really simple, not so many things to mention here. And we're gonna having our first RNG thing on a few seconds, which is gonna be against Poppy, which is the first mini boss of that we're gonna be facing in the game. And he's gonna be throwing us 3 bombs, so it's a 50-50 chance that he strike the 3 bombs. Otherwise, after 2 bombs, he's gonna begin jumping randomly. Fortunately, I got the good pattern where I got the 3 bombs in a row. I don't know which pattern this Diego got, as I'm not watching him. Which pattern you got?
Is the good path.
Okay, but both of us got the good pattern, so that was something good. Usually, that's like your first reset point in the game, because as I mentioned before, there's a 50-50 chance that Poppy just randomly began jumping before throwing the last bomb. So obviously that's an animation that makes us wasting a lot of time trying to complete this. And now we're facing the first boss of the game that I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Wispy Woods.
Yep.
So we're gonna pretend that we are Sir Isaac Newton with the apples, 6 apples thrown against it, and we're done. Okay, mid-term pattern. This was not so good, and at the same time was not so bad. So it's something. And there we go, that was the first stage of the game. Now we're gonna be moving to Castle Lololo, the second stage of the game. And I think that right now we can talk about the reason why we're running this game. So I don't remember exactly when this did happen, but we were looking for some new challenges in speedrunning, and some time ago Diego used to play around this game. And so we decided to give it a try and organize a kind of beginner tournament on Speed Gaming Español. And the good thing about that is that it worked. So a lot of people just give it a try to this game, and we had an interesting small tournament with Hispanic people and also some international people from Brazil that also decided to join to the tournament. That was something really good, really amazing. So right now it's time to face the second boss of the game, which are Lololo and La La La, characters that were extracted from another game that I forgot which of them were. I don't know if Diego went for the Kirby strat, so I can try to explain that.
Yeah, I go to the Kirby strat. There is a path with the Kirby. You can get the boss with the power up. and you can kill the lo 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 and la 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 in one path or 3 cycles, 3 or 4 cycles. I don't know. Today is not my day to speak in English. If you can help me with in that.
Don't worry. Oh, I forgot to close WhatsApp. Hold on. Oh, I closed this. Sorry for that. Okay. So this is a small advantage for Diego for like 3 or 4 seconds because I forgot to close WhatsApp web on my computer. So probably you heard that, so I'm sorry about it. So right now, Floor Islands also, this is not my day on this game also. Because I am having a lot of mistakes, which is not good for this stage, so I'm trying to move it slightly safe because I have received a lot of damage, which is not something good. Okay, I just have a small piece of health. So probably I'm gonna need to lose a life on purpose in a little bit. Mostly because on this boss you wanna try to do some... Well, on the boss of this stage... on this boss stage... I forget what I was saying. Oh god. I was not expecting to die like that. I mean, that was a pretty dumb death. I think that's the first time I died on this game as well. Here, with this boss, you want to do some damage boosting in order to try to beat it as quick as possible. I don't remember the boss name right now. Do you remember that, Diego?
Kabula.
Kabula. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that Diego is already with Kabula, or probably he has defeated Kabula yet. So with Kabula, what do you want? Okay. Okay, that's good. So what they want to do against Kabula is that you want to get as close as possible to the boss and keep making damage to it. So if you have your full health, that's a good way to be as close as possible to the boss, because probably after the boss throws you some cannonballs, there's a chance that you may get hit by one of those. So the closest you can be to the boss in order to defeat it, the best. Because at the end, the star that gets shown that you need to grab in order to complete the stage gets closer. Well, it appears on the middle of the stage, so if you keep there and you grab the star as quick as you can, and that's gonna be the fastest way that you can save time in order to complete the stage. And now we're at Bobby Clouds, stage 4, and this is the boss of this stage is another RNG based boss. So let's see which kind of luck do we have, or probably if somebody can manage to do some manipulations in order to get something slightly faster. Which was the name of this boss again?
Krakow. Krakow Junior clears the mini boss, and third Krakow.
Okay, yeah.
The big one.
So, have you faced Krakow Junior yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so with Krakow Junior,
I made a visual glitch.
That's interesting. So basically, against Krakow Junior, the pattern is the same all the time, so that's not like a big deal. The problem is gonna be Krakow, because that boss is RNG based. And what do we want is that all the time we want to get a Waddle-Doo, we want to get an enemy that we can throw against Krakow, but sometimes the boss will simply is not gonna give it to us, making us losing a good amount of time. So you need to have a very good luck in order to complete that boss, unless you can manage to do the proper manipulation or to get as much enemies as possible. Sometimes the boss can be on your side, sometimes cannot be. It depends much about your luck and how the game mood is at the moment. I need to refill my health.
Oh! Good path.
Okay. In this section I had not so many things to say.
Ah.
let's just pretend that we are both getting focused into what it's supposed that we are doing in the game.
Pop, 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 pop. Para, pop, para, pop, pop. And the boss rush.
Okay, so now Mountain DDD. This is the stage where we're gonna be doing some refights from the previous bosses. So we have 4 doors where we need to complete a small new portion of a new stage, and then we're gonna be facing the bosses again. Compared with the previous bosses, the big difference here is that our health is not gonna get refilled once we defeat them because we are not completing an entire stage yet. So we need to be really careful with that if we don't want to die. Mostly because there are some things that you cannot do properly, like the damage boost against the Kabula, or you can give it a try and then simply don't. And then simply, I don't know what I was saying. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just a bit distracted. So Diego made there small damage boosting in order to save a second. It's pretty nice to do that, but if you don't have a very good amount of health, you just can simply go and grab the fake Kirby in order to progress. So on this refights, what are we doing is that we need to complete a small section on the before a small room before we face the bosses again. We need to grab the fake Kirby, and then
Okay, good fight.
we're gonna be able to go to the mini boss stage. And also, that's why your health is really important here. To keep it, mostly because when you face King DDD, he's such a big troll, and also he has 10 pieces of health, so it's gonna take a while in order before you can defeat him. But since this is a marathon, we want to do things as safe as possible, so depending on how we are before facing DDD, some stuff may or not happen. Okay, something definitely that I'm probably gonna sacrifice myself before facing
The DD.
DDD. Because, well, Diego went for this, I wanna give it a try also. And there we go, also I got the skip here before facing Draco again, because memes. And because swag. Swag points are really important.
Okay.
I knew it! I knew that was So what happened there is that instead of pressing the jumping button, I press... Instead of pressing the A button to jump, I pressed the B button, so I got distracted and...
1, 2, 3.
That was a pretty dumb death, so... Okay, explaining really quick what Diego is doing. He's right now facing King DDD. Again, we have a bit of RNG here. What we want is that we need attacks where he drops stars that Kirby can swallow before throwing to him, and right now I'm getting a pretty decent pattern against Krakow, so this is something good.
Like, good path from DD.
And GG, that's better than my PV. You know, I have defeated Krakow, it's time to go against Wispy Woods again. Something I like about Kirby franchise is that since this first game, you can see that Wispy Woods is like the first boss that you will find on every Kirby game, so I really like that tradition from Nintendo HAL Laboratory for this game. You need to finish this. Okay, that was a decent pattern. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a 14, so... I was expecting to get a 13, but this is gonna be a 4. It looks like a 14. So let's see which kind of pattern do I have with... Oh, I think that was bad. Which pattern I'm gonna be getting against this guy. So we want that DDD smashes his hammer or jump like this, because those are the attacks that give us stars. 10 hits and we're done. And also that's why I'm gonna try to get as closer as possible to him, because if he's gonna make an attack that can give me stars, that's like the fastest way to stop him and make him giving me the star.
Only jumping and hammer can give you the stars. So you, for the hammer, you wanna be close to the DDD. Well, for example, in this case, DDD can absorb you as well. So you wanna be careful about that double jump. Okay.
And that's time. Pretty
Alright,
awful
time.
run. But the show must go, guys. So I needed to do what I needed to do. So that was my fight against DDD. Usually, I used to get like a 1330 on my reset list for these runs, but a lot of things were really bad. So, first of all, thanks, Diego. I'm really glad that you put a 16 on your estimate. I used to put at 14 on an estimate of this game, so thanks to Diego, I was able to finish under the estimate, so we're good, we're fine. And well, as I was mentioning before, we began running this game because we were looking for short games to make people to make the other people began learning and running other titles or games, and we managed to have a small Hispanic tournament a few years ago. And also due to that, we also decided to submit this for an Speed Gaming Live online tournament. It began as a meme, but I'm surprised that at the end we ended up being surprised that a lot of people were interested into that tournament, and even that made that some top runners began running the game again, and we got a new world record in those days. Also, I remember that Diego reached second place on the leaderboard, so that was something real amazing. I still remembering when that moment happened. That was something really good, and
I used
I don't
to
remember.
have the world record of mandibles of this game, but well, there is not a leaderboard mandibles, so I'm on 8th place, I guess. I remember with 11-16. Yeah, 11-16. It's my time.
What happened here? Hold on. Sorry, that was a follow alert. It's not supposed that it should not get displayed. I'm sorry about that. Well, I got an issue with my computer error this month, so I formatted it. But when I added everything again to OBS, I think that I forgot to deactivate something. So, well, anyways, it's fine. So, well, as we can see, this was Kirby's Dream Land, a pretty short game as you have seen. If you want to learn a new speed game that is a short game, or if you are interested into getting into the speedrunning world and you don't know which game you can grab to start, I always like to consider this as a good invitation, a good presentation card for speedrunning in general, because this is a pretty simple game to complete. I think the first time that I completed this game took me 50 minutes, casually talking. Then after practicing a little bit without strats, I got a low 20. Then I saw a speedrunning guide that it's on the leaderboard, and with that and some practice, I got my 2027, my 1227 PB, sorry. And I don't remember since when I promised Diego that I was gonna learn some strats, because I think that I have reached my best time without biggest strats. But as always, this is a really good and fun game to run, and also to have some casual races as we had here. And also, I consider that this is something really special because both DiRamz and myself are staff members from Speed Gaming Español, the main community that is managing this marathon. And well, the show must be going. We have enjoyed three amazing classics, and now it's time to enjoy more modern classic, which is gonna be Horizon Zero Dawn by Charlatan in a little bit. So please stay tuned and remember, follow the runners, follow the commentators, and don't forget to follow the Speed Gaming channels for most marathons and monthly speedrunning tournaments that you can enjoy. So thanks everybody for stopping by and keep enjoying the marathon. And we're gonna be back later in the band with different solo runs.
Yeah.